Thank you very much. Kicking off the stream today with a 52 month in a row resub. Dude, cruising over those 4 years. Almost at 5 years now. How are you doing? I feel like we never get a chance to chat. Bonk was in here first today with us too. I saw that Kimmer's posted an update for us in Discord. I guess she has some storms there today, so she's gonna be lurking. Just in case the weather makes the power go out, I understand. Sometimes that's the way it goes in the summer. Hi, little Valkyrie. Good to see you. Someone that's local to me. Welcome back, Michael. Hello, Hazard 6S. As well as Yet It Is and Scooter. Hello. Same with Mickey. Good to see everyone. We having a good day. We're trying to all stay cool, I think, around the world, wherever we are. We had a heat warning here since actually yesterday afternoon after stream. They popped one up. It's supposed to be getting even hotter this next week coming up. So honestly, good thing that we are planning to take a road trip, because that will be nice. We won't have to be just sitting here at home roasting. Might as well go somewhere else and maybe pop in some water if we can. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Mish, thank you very much for the 1 bit. Yeah, the first one actually with the 1 bit. How's the Euro today, guys? What's our update with all of the teams and what's happening? No one's been keeping me updated these last couple days. No ball today? There's nothing, no games happening? We get a rest day? Okay, next match is Tuesday, Wednesday. Hey, I seriously, I'm not lying when I say I don't know what's happening. Mickey had fish and chippies and some beer at the pub today. You're being a man. That sounds like a man's man. I love it, guys. No kickball today? Oh, that was always a fun one to play at school, kickball. What do we got for reports today? I slept in this morning until like 9 a.m. My one eye here is twitching a little bit. I have been drinking a little bit more coffee than usual, so that's probably why. And we have a couple ingredients coming from the store for our enchiladas that we're gonna make. I straight up said, like, I'm not driving anywhere today. This is my 1 day off. It's happening. I am not going anywhere. So I think we got, what, sour cream, a can of the diced green chilies for inside the enchiladas, and just some fresh cilantro. Because you need all those things. Was the bit to cover the 7 that... Yeah, I seen that at the end, Michael. Thank you for those 7 bitlies sneaking in. You guys are so funny. Mish, yes. Yes, it was. And yeah, other than that, we just watched some Formula 1 races last night. We still have to catch up on the Silverstone race that was earlier today. But that feels good. And that way we can just go on the trip. Not have to worry about watching anything. Enchiladas, Gearbox Man. Yes, I'm excited for these. I made a chicken version of these on Tuesday earlier this week for my clients. Today we're gonna make a pork version from the chunk of pork shoulder that we smoked yesterday on stream. So that didn't actually come off the Traeger till like 8:30, 9 p.m. last night. That's how long it took to smoke. Nice low and slow, but I think it's gonna be delicious. Just got back from a visit to your mom and sister. Was it good? Was it a good one, Annie? So yeah, check out the recipes. We're just getting into making our prep list, all that fun stuff. We're also gonna make a side of garlicky green beans, which I think will just make it really easy for ourselves. Roast them in the oven instead of doing it on the stovetop. And then in between all that, I thought while the stuff is baking in the oven, because the enchiladas will take around 20 minutes or so just to finish up, meld all the flavors together. We're gonna make some ice pops or popsicles, however you know them, whatever name you call them, because yeah, we got these. Sam picked these up for, were they a free gift? from, I think, Nespresso.
Yeah.
So these are silicone popsicle molds. And I thought we would try our hand at making some layered ones today. So frozen yogurt, peach mango popsicles, which I didn't find an exact recipe for the flavor that we're making, but I found a good recipe with a couple different flavors that made it seem really easy to make. So I thought that would be fun. I'll take a photo whenever they're good to go, probably not until tomorrow. Let's be honest, they'll have to sit overnight, the popsicles, but I'll take a photo tomorrow when we take them out, see how they end up looking. Hi, KVP. It has been a while, dude. You doing okay? Bonk, when we say garlicky, you expect garlicky. I did ask Sam how he wanted his green beans made, and he said garlicky. And I said, okay, that's a good answer. Turn that light down. We don't need it as high today. Okay, so what? First things first. I'm thinking we will prep our enchilada sauce because we make a homemade sauce, which was honestly so good and also very easy. I know it says chicken enchilada recipe, but we're just gonna switch out the chicken for pulled pork. Easy enough. And for the chicken part, when I made these for my clients, I just used a rotisserie chicken that I pulled all of the meat off the day before. And then you just chop it up, nice bite-sized pieces when you go to make the filling. Easy enough. Honestly, so easy. Okay, while we make the list, we'll welcome in Annie's 10 gifted subbies. Because he actually said hi today before gifting them. Got him. Okay, enchilada sauce. Oh wait, we have to pressure cook some stuff. You can't really see in there, but there's black beans. You gotta pressure cook the black beans, guys. That's why we make lists. That, and then the sauce. Are we almost there? Oh yeah, that's right. The price is going up. Is it next week for the subs? We're at Regbach. I think one more and we're good. Still gotta make the chicken macaroni and bologna and everything from that song. The 11th or 12th, the sub price goes up. Just remember what they took from us. Okay, Annie, thanks for popping in. It's good to see you today, also this weekend. I know summertime can be really busy for everyone. We go away from home, right? This is the time to do that. So it's just good to see you when you guys are around. So welcome in. We have Casvelin. I hope I said that right. That's someone new. Drunken Snack. Lixzor, Zero's Ghost 00, Umel 911, who we know they have a restaurant in Germany, which is cool. Akbo Hunter, It's Gig, Melish Scribed, I hope I said that right. Regbach and Boobuji. Boobuji. Same for you, Kiwi. Got your final speeding ticket, then they double the prices. There's probably, I know some people like always get speeding tickets, but I've only got one ever in my life. Proud of that. Are you saying something to me or Wayne? Okay. And you have a family reunion next Friday, and yeah, we won't be around next week on stream, at least not at home. either will be around in BC. So that will be fun. It's good to get out of the city. Mickey, the hot tub felt cold this morning after your swim. What? They didn't have it heated up at all? And I think Bonk said he's going away next week too, so it is good timing. Okay, so while we were welcoming in the subs, also hi Palooza, good to see you. We were writing down our list, so we gotta pressure cook the black beans, but you could just use canned beans. Also pinto beans would be really yummy, or really any other bean of your choice. But black bean and pinto bean are the typical ones that people would choose for this. While those are going, we'll make the enchilada sauce. Really simple, like roux-based sauce with spices, and then you just dilute it with chicken broth or whatever type of broth you want to use. And that's it. You can put a little bit of tomato in, which I might do. Chop up some tomatoes, or if you had some canned tomato to use up, you could put that. But it was seriously so delicious, this homemade sauce. So excited to show you guys that. And then we will just let that sauce kind of cool a bit before we bring the enchiladas together, because we still have to make the filling. So we'll pull all of the pork, saute a little bit of onion and garlic with some of the similar spices that are in the sauce too. Mix the pork in with the beans, a little bit of canned green chili, and then that gets rolled into the flour tortillas, is what is typically used for these. We got this big pack from Costco because we're gonna make some wraps for the road trip, so I thought might as well make enchiladas too if we have these in the house. And then there's also a bunch of cheese in with this as well, so we have to grate some of the cheese. Thought that would be smart to use up what I already had. Mickey, you're gonna complain to your trainer about the hot tub? Do it. I mean, if this is something that you pay for, an amenity, at least you should say something so they know, because sometimes people aren't aware that things are malfunctioning. Always good to let someone know. Okay, for the filling, we got our pulled pork. Say onion, garlic. Shred the cheese. Hi Kermit, good to see you. And then we also have a new follower, Becca with Flour. Is this a baker coming in? Hello? And hi Nightwalker. Everyone is slowly rolling in. Good to be here. Got a full house. Stevie, you were a good boy for 6 or 7 years, and now you got a nice one straight off the bat. Oh. 400 euro speeding ticket? That's like my whole month of groceries. Hello, Becca. Are you also a streamer? Sometimes I make that assumption if you have a name to do with like baking or cooking. That'd be cool. Okay. What else do we have to add to our list? Our garlicky green beans. Don't forget about those. And then our popsicles we'll do at the end, I said, while we're waiting for things to finish in the oven. You're also a streamer for food and drink fun. Let's do this, guys. I was gonna say, everyone give them a follow so that we can check them out. I'll be able to check you out after my stream, but everyone else can go see you right now. See what we got up to over there. Okay, I'm just gonna have a sip of water and we're gonna get into it. Titan, Blondie, my people. How's the day? Welcome in. We're gonna do a quick and easy Sunday, even though we're doing a couple different things. Everything's nice and just simple. Simple to make. Alright, pressure cooking black beans, or any beans. We've done this together before on stream, so I soaked these last night. I think it was around 7:30 p.m. after stream, but not quite just before bed. But what your soaking does with the dried beans is just gonna help them cook quicker today. Absorb some of that just water overnight, soften up the skins. And then we always get rid of that water that we soak the dried beans in. And we'll start with fresh water in the pressure cooker pot, or if you have an instant pot, you can use that. I think the time that I usually do with these is 15 to 20 minutes once it comes up to pressure. So you can even see how the water made some of the skins open up already. And this is a cheaper way to use beans. I find that the price of canned beans has gone up quite a bit recently. And a bag of dried beans will just last you quite a bit longer. Thumbs up. The food's at the door. You go get them. There, bud. Okay, this is the pressure cooker that I always use. It's nothing fancy. Where are your enchiladas? They are being prepared. Please take a seat and hold your horses. Yeah, you heard a Samo. I mean, we did sell out tickets to the Peanut Gallery yesterday on stream. You never know what could happen. And then as far as like pressure cooking beans or pulses, I usually go just an inch of water above whatever I'm cooking, and that seems to be enough. And you also have to follow the line, the max fill line on your pressure pot. So mine is up here, higher up, so we know that it's not gonna explode, because that could be scary. Yeah, you just cook them until you're done, pal. So then this I just bring over to the stovetop, bring that up to a simmer, and then I'll show you how to pressurize it. Thank you. Okay. Medium-high heat for that. Over there. Done. First task complete. Nibs the Mermaid, thanks for the follow. Here's the things that we needed. So cute. I said we need some chopped green chilies to go into these enchiladas, as well as some sour cream to go on top, and some cilantro. I'm pretty sure I already have a lime in the fridge. Split lentils take a lot less time. Oh, like you're saying to soak? How long would you cook soaked red lentils? I actually never soak my lentils ahead of time, especially red ones. I find cook really quick on their own and have a very soft texture. So I don't usually soak the red lentils, but if you do, they will probably cook in 20 minutes or less. Okay, let's first get into this cilantro. I usually deal with the fresh herbs first thing. I think first we are gonna give it a good rinse because it looks like there is some dirt and stuff just from it sitting in the bag, and then we'll take it apart and just pick out any pieces that are starting to go brown on us. You have a recipe for masoor dal that calls for cooking it for 1.5 hours, but if you use split lentils. Oh yeah, I guess that does make a difference too, whether they're whole or split. Maybe that's why they cook so much quicker, Annie. That would make sense. Was this like Instacart, Pel? It was actually Uber. They had a deal on today. You got like half off. if you ordered. So we said okay. Okay, now we're gonna pick out the pieces that are gonna make everything else go bad around it. The cancerous bits, unfortunately. Usually anything that's brown colored. And that way, whatever we don't use from this today will stay in the fridge for a little bit longer, at least. You think that's the case with the lentils? I haven't cooked like a ton of lentils in my life. Oh god, see, that's why we also wash things. You get buggies. Bugs in the vegetables? No way. Crazy. Might give this one more rinse. When you can feel the dirt in between your fingertips. Cilantro's bad usually, I find, for hiding the dirt. And then you'll like bite down and it's gritty. That's not bad though, if all we had to pick out was that small amount. Good batch of cilantro. Your mom went on a lentil kick. Mixed bean soups. Oh, I remember those. Those were like so popular. People to make those dried soup mixes. They just sell them in the bag and then you just add your own liquid, right? It's like, add this. All right. That's dealt with. Now we can get the herb container. How's our beans looking? Not quite ready. Okay, so now we'll take out what we're gonna chop up, and that is gonna be more than enough. Herbs. The dill is flying out. That on the other side. Now we got some fresh herbies to use up. Okay, that wasn't gonna be my next task of the day. But I guess we can make it that. I suppose we might as well just deal with it. I will put the sour cream back in the fridge for now, though. And the chilies, we can just leave on the side. Okay, let's pick our fresh herb off of the stem. So I think a little bit of the cilantro will go into the filling mix with the pork and black beans and chilies. And then we'll save some fresh to sprinkle on top as a garnish after with the avocado and the sour cream. Sounds great. And yeah, whenever it's hot out like this, two of my favorite foods that I always go for are either Mexican or Tex-Mex or Mediterranean style foods. Just find that they keep you cool when you eat them. Wow, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, T. Casella. Thank you for the resub. Prime Gaming, 24 months in a row. We're at the 2 years mark, people. hope you've been okay. Get so excited when we see these people again. You don't realize how much time goes by. Sometimes it can be months. Who in chat has had enchiladas before? I think I've only ever had pork or chicken version. I don't think I've ever had a beef version of enchiladas. Lots of times, pal. It has. Life gets crazy. I know. It does. It goes so quick. I found another gross leaf. Okay, and I'm also gonna just go grab a little container for this. Like, there is a little bit of prep for making the enchiladas, but then I find once everything is together in the pan and like baking, you get so much food from it when it's done. Such a good meal prep thing. Chop this up. Your ex's best friend's mother made them from scratch. Holy. I've only ever had them made with the flour tortilla style, but I've always wondered like how yummy it would taste if you used corn tortillas for it. Obviously more of the corn flavor. They're one of your favorite foods. I remember whenever my mom would make them, I'd get excited. I think how we used to do them though is we didn't make like enchilada sauce. We just poured a salsa over top with the cheese and then baked it that way. So that's probably more of the Tex-Mex version rather than making the enchilada sauce. And we are gonna use up some of the corn today from last week. From our corn on the cobs. Might as well mix that into the filling. It's Operation Clean Out the Fridge next couple days before we go. Cheese enchiladas with a rich mole style sauce, and bonk is good to go. Your mom's food was rarely exciting. We had someone else saying that yesterday in stream too. Oh, and then we got on the topic of like having a cook, a good cook and a great cook, and like the difference of all three of them. It makes a difference, guys. Some people, I think, just don't have it. There's our beans. Just want to show you they're almost coming up, and then we'll skim some of the foam away. Just with a little spoon in a container. Get ready for that. And we'll start pressurizing them. I've never had enchiladas that didn't have cheese. And yeah, usually you go all out. Lots and lots of cheese. Okay, we're just gonna peek at the recipe for our enchilada sauce while we're waiting. And yeah, like I said, you can add tomato into this. I might just add a little bit of our fresh tomato chopped up. What I did for my clients, because I wanted it more tomatoey for the chicken ones, was they just had like extra can of leftover like garlic tomato pasta sauce. I just stirred that in. Honestly, it was so good. Better than what it was going to be. Okay, so like I said, we start with oil, or I think I used butter as well, and then just some flour, and then you cook that together, your roux, with the spices, so they get a bit toasted inside of the fat while you're cooking the flour, and then you just dilute it slowly so that you don't get any lumps of the roux with your chicken or vegetable stock or pork, whatever meat you're using. Use a similar stock or broth for it. Okay, I'm gonna go get the chili powder, garlic powder, cumin, oregano. I think you'd also be good if you just use like a taco spice for this too. Would be quite similar blend or Tex-Mex if you didn't have all the separate ones. First though, it looks like we're coming up already, so I'm not gonna grab those yet. Gather this kind of all together on one side, and then it's easier to just scoop the foam off. This is just the impurities coming out of the dried beans. I always think of it the same way that you have to skim the scum for like a bone broth. Impurities come out of the bones. This is coming out of the dried vegetable. These are the things that we don't see happen in the canning facility, I'm sure. And then yeah, if you scoop up a bean, just put it back in the pot. So that's what I've got out of there already. Maybe get a bit more. You don't have to get it perfect. Nice. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the lid on so we can start to pressurize. The door is open again. Stop laughing at me. Okay, that, then we'll go high pressure, so we turn this to where it is the meat symbol. It looks like a little chicken. And then we'll wait. The steam will start coming out of this right here, you can see. And then that will seal, and then it will start coming out of over here. And then we will set our timer. I'm gonna do 17 minutes on those. And if you're unsure, you could always just Google it, which I always do anyways. Hi, Bob. You're less late than usual? I thought you're always here first thing. And you just don't say nothing. You don't want to get involved in our craziness. Hi, Maka Waka as well. Okay, how to cook the beans in the pressure cooker. Yeah, it says in about 15 minutes. That's why I said 17 minutes, because we don't want it crunchy. I'd rather have it a little bit overcooked than having it crunchy and then you have to re-pressurize everything again. Alright, pressure cooked beans. Chickadee check. We'll get our 15 or 17 minute timer set up. And then while we're waiting, we'll get our enchilada sauce stuff ready. So you just need like a small pot. Will be good enough for the amount of sauce that we make for this. Fit all of the things here. Holy! Ninja bits from Kame. Hello. I hope you and the fam have been good. I appreciate those ninja bits. Oh guys, did you see that we changed our goal for the bits? Since we finished our riverboat goal yesterday on stream, we changed it to East Coast IRL trip. Bless you, Samuel. Bless your soul. Because that's going to be something that we're doing in August. Okay, I said chili powder, cumin, oregano, and I believe garlic was the spices that we needed. And then, like I said, some tomato if you want, which I think we will do. Someone's gonna bring down the house with those sneezes? It might happen. Okay, so we're just getting the steam coming out of this top part. Grab some olive oil, or actually maybe I'll do this with peanut oil. Will be good. Need a whisk, as well as a ladle for when we assemble the enchiladas. Oh God, we're gonna blow! Building it up. And now we just turn that down to a medium-low heat. You really don't need too high of heat at all once it's pressurized. And you just want like a nice, steady stream. Use your ears. Because sometimes you can't see the steam. You can just hear it. So I'll set our 17-minute timer now. I'm just watching it to see if it's going to even out the pressure anymore as I turn this down. We don't want to turn it down too far and then it cools off too much. We usually go 3.5. Cami stopping by for drive-by bits. Gonna take the kiddo out. Fun! Bonk says, wait, you're planning the trip for August. Is this the one down to Vegas? No. This one we're going probably just across Canada to Ontario, where Sam's parents are, and maybe farther out to the East Coast. The other one will be in October, right? End of September, beginning of October. That's my report. Alright, enchilada sauce time, my peoples. We got our timer on for the beans. So it says equal parts oil or fat with the flour to make your roux. So it says 2 tablespoons of each. You can just eyeball that. Maybe do a little bit more. Oh, we gotta turn this for you guys. We'll turn that onto a medium-low heat. You don't have to go super duper high. While we're waiting on that, get our flour, and we can measure that right into there. And we can stir it with the whisk.
100% loser.
Yeah. Have I had it before? Your mom's spätzle? I've had the, what's the cheese? The cheese dish, the melted cheese. The raclette. We've done that all together, Paloozer. But like, even I've not even got initiated to the schnapps drawer. Trevor has. Trevor has. Okay, so mix up the oil and the flour until there are no more lumps. And we wait usually for that to sizzle until we pour in the spices. Mom is taking an extended vacation in Madagascar. What is going on over there? Bob, Blink twice if you need help. Trevor went deep into the schnapps drawer. I think he did, pal. He almost didn't come back out. Sam says he's pretty sure he did too. Oh my goodness. Okay, while I'm waiting for this to come up, I'm gonna dice up a little bit of tomatoes for this.
You can tell how red his cheeks were getting.
The redness of cheek meter.
Yeah.
That's the measurement of alcohol consumption. I like it. We got things happening yet? Not quite, hey? We'll keep waiting. I'll keep slicing these tomatoes. What do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 little cherry tomatoes. Just gonna cut them in half. I think that would be yummy flavor if we let them soften up into the sauce. Tomatoey bits. Your uncle had rosacea, the perfect mask for alcoholism. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever grew up with someone that suffered from that, you started to know the adults that maybe sometimes drank too much. It's like, wow. Oh no, I always knew it, Bob. I always had an inkling. How can this happen from jail? You too. I don't know what's happening. This burner doesn't want to heat up, so I'm being impatient. We can start to add the spices. It doesn't matter if you add it too early.
Here.
What?
Don't be impatient.
It actually doesn't matter. I didn't make the rules. It says cook the roux and the spices. Add the flour. And then add in all the other things. I see the peanut gallery is fully sold out again today. Okay, there's things bubbling now. So the chili powder is the most amount. It's a 1/4 cup worth. Which I was like, holy, that's actually quite a bit. Just gonna eyeball it. But that's where you're gonna get most of the flavor from in this sauce. Which I thought was quite weird at first, how we make this. But like I said, it turned out really good. Next is some dried oregano with the least amount, only like a 1/4 teaspoon. Boop. Done with that. Our garlic next. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I mean, you could always go more, up to you. And then lastly, our cumin, the same amount. Okay, let's get that mixed up. And we'll get our broth in. But we want to toast the spices a bit with the flour and the oil. Get more of the flavor out of them. Let that sizzle a bit. And then they said we only need 2 cups worth. So 1/2 liter of broth. So I got this here. I'm gonna top it up with this. Very gelatinous. Whoa. Okay, I need a spoon. It's too gelatinous. You guys see that? I'm gonna do just a little bit at a time of this though, because we don't want any lumps from the flour. So the same way when we make a bechamel, where we add the milk a little bit at a time, we want to do the same thing here, and it will continue to thicken as we whisk it together, as you guys can see. Now we're good to add quite a bit more at this point, but you still don't go all of it. Like halfway through our bean cooking timer. Now it's starting to smell like a Tex-Mex restaurant in here. Okay, so now you don't see any floury lumps. We can add the rest of the liquid. This was chicken stock. And then we're gonna come over and add our little tomato pieces so those can heat up too. Hi, Dust. Right? It's basically taco seasoning. That's why I was like, this is so easy. Let the tomatoes heat through. And then I'm just gonna keep the whisk in here, because as this starts to thicken, the flour usually sticks to the bottom of the pot. So let's not have that happen. Mango Nam. Yeah, I'm excited to try out these ice pops today. Gonna try to layer them up. Hopefully it turns out. No, I know. We'll make them today, and then we'll take a photo when we take them out of the mold tomorrow. Okay, so this we're waiting to come back up to a simmer now so that it can get properly thickened. But that is pretty much it, guys. We'll just taste it. Add a little salt and pepper at the end. And like I said, you can add fresh tomato, which is what I did. You can add some canned tomato if you wanted more of the tomato flavor. But the recipe didn't call for that. So totally up to you. Maybe while we're waiting on that, we can come over and open our can of green chilies and get that ready. Hi, Night Wander. Ice pops sound fun. Starting to do some like summertime style things. I'm gonna get rid of the flour bin though, we don't need that. But I think we need some of the spices for the filling for the enchiladas, so I'm not gonna bring those away yet. Get the can opener. So if you want to spice up your enchiladas a bit, which I find these aren't quite too spicy, you can do these just called chopped green chilies. Green chili peppers, salt, citric acid, calcium chloride. That's it. But we want to strain the extra liquid out of these, and then these will get mixed in with the pork and the black beans. And it was really yummy. I wouldn't leave these out. It's good with the chicken, it'll be good with the pork. So we'll just strain some of that excess juice, just so that your filling doesn't get too watery. But this one doesn't actually seem too bad. And we'll just get it prepped to add into the pan with everything. Get some onion. So we'll do half an onion. Get some garlic out. I think you could also put bell pepper chopped up in the filling for the enchiladas. That's not in the recipe, but I think it would still be yummy. We got this chunk of onion to use up. I think we'll just reuse this container that it was in. Mom, I never understood why Sam bought out the whole skybox just for himself. Do a shot with the chili juice? Guys, why? Do we have to? I'm just stirring our enchilada sauce back here. But it is not bubbling yet, so don't worry. Okay, for this type of filling, I like to chop the onion quite fine, so you don't really notice it. Just melds into everything else. So let's do that. We'll just use the garlic press for the garlic. That didn't get cut through. Sneaker. We've also made a green version before of enchiladas, right, Sam? Was it turkey?
Yeah.
We did green turkey enchiladas by using up some turkey from, I think, one of the holidays. Maybe Easter or something. Like I said, I usually make Mexican food and stuff when the weather starts to get warm. Those were good, but this is a red version of the enchiladas. Rojo. Done with that. Nice. We're gonna leave the garlic separate from this, but we are also gonna prep some garlic for our green beans. Get this out. How many fridge freezers do you have to hold all the food I make live? I literally just have this one. And like, I don't even think that's considered a full size.
Nope.
That's like an apartment size. So yeah, you have to be really strategic with what you buy and make so that your fridge isn't just full of things that are sitting there for a long time. Suzanne, you think it's really difficult to chop onions? You don't have the skills to cut them up fine yet? We don't need to talk about how many onions I've cut up over the years, but that's definitely the reason why I am good at it. Like, probably thousands of kilos or pounds of onions. Like, sometimes you cut 25 pounds of onions in, like, an hour. That's in one day. Most people sometimes don't even cut that up in their whole life. Should I do more? I think we're gonna do more. We might just do all of them, actually. All of the garlics. I see this one sprouted. So it's finally just starting to go bad on this, and we only have a couple more heads to use, so that's good. I hope Costco has this same garlic again. Mish, you went and looked it up? Creamy smoked turkey enchiladas with poblano corn and salsa verde. December 4th, 2019. So wait, it was in the middle of winter. Did we make the turkey for... It might have been American Thanksgiving. In November. Okay, timer is going off for the beans, guys, in the pressure cooker. You found the YouTube VOD. I love it. Oh, and then we'll also give this a stir. So first we'll stir our enchilada sauce. She's getting thicker. And then next, we'll turn this off. And then usually I'll just take this whole pot off of the hot direct burner so that it can start to depressurize on its own. Michael, you pretty much do just a whole bulb of garlic. It's not hard to use that much in one dish. Stir this while we're waiting. Okay. Keep opening that up. You guys want to see it as I do it? That's where we're at. But that's how crazy it can be. So always be careful when you're doing this part with the pressure cooker. So you don't want to burn yourself with the steam. You can really surprise yourself with how hot it is. And then we'll just strain the excess water from here. And then those are good to get mixed into the filling. Let's grab a strainer while we're waiting. And that's basically how easy it is to make canned beans. Yeah, we don't want to paint the ceiling with beans either. Because I always find as we're depressurizing, now that they're cooked, they will try to like flow out of that hole. It can get messy. Like, take it easy, please. Relax. It's really whistling. Please. I'm gonna put the cloth over it. Like, just relax over there. It's really giving her. You need to find some recipes for all the blackstrap molasses you have. I guess you could just turn it all into brown sugar. Just mix it with white sugar. Fresh made brown sugar. Yes, the cloth gets hot when you put it over where the steam comes out, guys, so be careful. I do love me some ginger molasses cookies. Okay, we're finally fully opened up. Ouch! The cloth is like steaming. Youch! Okay, this came up too perfectly. And you do want it to be pretty liquidy like this. Obviously, if you add some canned tomato, it will thicken it up a bit. Alright, let's come back over now that we're safe to open. This is crazy to you, Des. You've been doing mostly sugar-free for almost 8 weeks now, and you've dropped 13 pounds. It actually works. Sugar is for sure part of, like, the drugs that they feed us. It's all part of the master plan. But that is so awesome, Des, that you never really know if it's just a fad or if it actually works, right? So always good before you strain this out to make sure that the beans are actually cooked. Yeah, they are. They're opened up. They're falling apart. We're good to go. You can always test one. Eat it. It's gonna be hot, but don't burn your mouth. Nice and buttery. So I'll just strain that. Yeah, the sugars that I'll never give up is fresh fruit. The natural sugars, right? They're so good. That is what I crave the most, for sure. Okay, so there's our black beans. 1 can of black beans, ready to go. And then enchilada sauce. Let's try this with the spoon we have here, since we're over here. Before I get rid of the whisk. Might need a little bit of salt and pepper in there. That's pretty seasoned already because the stock came from chicken that was seasoned. So I'm just going to turn that off. And we'll get rid of the whisk and just use a ladle for our assembly station. Something nice and small. I'm going to try to save most of these tomatoes to go on top rather than inside of the enchilada. Alright, so done with that stuff. Let's carry on with our onion and garlic, and then we'll bring the filling together for the inside. Yeah, as much as there are other allergies and stuff, food-wise, that people say are worse, I've heard some crazy stuff about having to adjust when you are diagnosed with diabetes. It is quite the shock for sure. Thank you, Annie, for the 499. And Mish, just seeing if she's awake. Thanks for the 1. Okay, so this is our garlic that was sprouting. You guys can see. We are just going to peel that out. Look it. Goes all the way down to the bottom because it's going to taste bitter and weird because it's trying to regrow the plant already. Also means that your garlic's starting to get old. It's at the end of its life. It's just trying to start a new one. We're just one big happy family in here today. Alright, so while we assemble the enchiladas, that's gonna happen in a little bit from now, we will get the oven on and heating up while we do that and roll them together. And then we'll also just quickly prep our beans. That's what some of this garlic is for, minced. Garlicky green beans, but we're just gonna toss them together and roast them on a sheet pan instead of heating up the stove top. Strategic summer cooking. That could be a course that I would sell. Gars seems more like biters. Are people getting slapped right now? Okay, that was a lot of garlic stuff. They are quick suckers. Those are like the fish that give you the pedicures in Southeast Asia. Weirdest feeling ever. Alright, press this all. Because that's way easier than chopping it. Have I seen the alligator guys? They look like eels. I probably have. Yeah, I remember when we were in, I think it was Bali. We were on a like river hike, a waterfall hike. And one of the spots that we stopped at, one of the waterfalls, the guide was like, yeah, if you stick your feet in the water here, you'll get a free pedicure because the fish will nibble on them. The weirdest feeling. Because like inside of the cities, they have people that do the fish pedicures. I was like, well, instead of paying for one, I'll just get one for free. But they weren't that big, like what you guys are talking about. 9 inches long. There's some scary things in the water. I think we all know this, though. Okay, almost there. You once had a dream about a fish pedicure, but you stuck your whole face in? Mish! That's called a nightmare, not a dream. What are they doing to you in prison? Even just that little bit of cooking, guys, it's already too hot in the house. It's a good day to not do too much cooking, let's just say that. Okay, so we'll probably go half and half with the garlic. Half for the beans and then half in the enchiladas. Give this all a rinse. They starve the fish. Oh, for the pedicure places? Ew, that actually makes sense. So then they're hungry. Ah! So I'm glad I did it in the natural. I had a wild fish pedicure. The things that you learn, hey? Sounds gross. Oh, it wasn't the best, that's for sure. It was a one-time experience. All right, onion, garlic. Good to go on the side. Where are we at on our list here? Got that. We got our enchilada sauce. We got the garlicky part of the green beans, which I think we will deal with the green beans next. And then they're ready. These were from the farmer's market I got yesterday. Part of the 4 bags for 22 deal that the one farm does. And these are some of my favorite beans. Time to blaze up. Yeah, a wild fish pedicure when you're in the water and something is nibbling your toes. We're gambling? Better get in there, Samo. So these are called long beans, runner beans, or flat beans. I've heard them called a bunch of different names. And so usually I don't clean off this little like spiky bit on the one tip, but I will always clean off where the stem was. And then we'll just cut them up nice bite size. And like I said, we'll dress them with some oil, salt, and pepper and seasoning. And then just a quick roast in the oven. Because you can roast other veggies like that, so why wouldn't you do this? Line up all the ends. And not to waste too much. You didn't realize we had a gamble command? We haven't done that in a long time. The gambling part. But we used to go nuts with it. Pell, you forgot? Okay, so now these... Usually just do one at a time because they're a little bit awkward and curly. Just kind of usually cut it like our peppers. You're gonna have fun with the shape. And that way it's nice bite size, easy to eat. You're not gonna have to cut it with a knife. Because enchiladas you don't really eat with a knife. Look what you started. I like when they gamble. It's fun. It's fun to not gamble your real hard-earned money. Just gamble the fake money. It's way easier. Bonk, when you gamble, you expect to lose. That's a good way to go in. Because then if you win, you're like, wow. So exciting. See? Go in expecting to lose, and then you win. Boris is here. Boris is back. Couple more beans. It actually made me so happy. I was telling Samo all the things I got from the market because he just stayed in the car at the parking spot. Whew, sorry, I had a sneaky sneeze there. I was like, I got the long flat beans. He's like, yes. I was hoping that you got those ones. They're just that good. You could even eat them raw like this. Thanks, pal.
Lady walk out.
You seen a lady?
Yeah, the lady that parked in front of us has them in her hand.
And you're like, oh, those are good.
How she gets those?
Because we've grew them before in our garden, so we know. They also come in this really nice deep purple color. So far, they just had green, though. That's ready. Let's prep our sheet pan for roasting these. Do some foil and parchment. Should give 1,000 points to the first arrivals, like for our gambling you're saying today, Gearbox? You like to eat raw beans while hopping on your left foot. What song is that from? You guys are teaching me today. Is it not? Are you just making fun of me? Oh, I guess we're out of foil. We knew the time would come. How many years has this box of foil been in our life? It is on the list already, guys, so don't worry. I guess we're out of foil, though. Foiled again, if you will. Does it even fit the pan? No. No. That's okay. A little bit's better than nothing. No song you know of, so you are just making up your own things. Curses! Foiled again. Okay, so we'll dress some olive oil onto there. Bring that with me. Salt, pepper, and garlic. Because you can't call them garlicky beans if no garlic even exists on there. Oh my god, pal. I wouldn't even know. Okay, keep them all piled up while we're dressing it. It'll just be easier because we could spread it out afterwards. Olive oil. Metaling kids. At first I thought it said metalhead kids. You metalhead kids. Why I oughta. Okay, a little bit of salt. So you always need to season your veggies. In case you didn't know, Sam. Guys, I asked what kind of veggies Sam wanted while he was home from work, and he said any that includes salt with them. So I guess, like, the cooks up at camp never season any of the vegetables they make. Which I really don't understand. That just seems hard. Like, my brain doesn't comprehend that. Let's go like that for our garlic. And we'll just mix it in with our hands. The rest is for our enchiladas. Massage it up. And we'll spread it out. Want everything nice and evenly coated. And then try to not keep the garlic piled up too much either. Spread that out. And the recipes that say season to taste. But what if I can't taste it? Well, yeah, we were talking about a previous stream. some of those people that were affected when they got COVID with their taste buds, and it's like, yeah, that actually happens. You think that they're joking, but that's actually happening to people. Okay, that looks good. That way it won't take forever to roast when it's not piled up on itself. So those won't take as long as the enchiladas. Probably closer to a 10 to 15 minute. And the enchiladas are like a 15-20 minute. Makes you think of cactus? Yes, it kind of does look like Nepales before they're cooked. Okay, move over. Bean pot. Before we start making the filling, we can't forget about this, which is the pork. This is our pork package. She cooked, oh man, what, 10 hours yesterday I think it cooked on the smoker for? Maybe even more. I haven't honestly looked at it. I just temped it and then took it off. So let's see what we got going on in here. I tried to not get it too cooked, where we actually like had usable meat. Oh, okay. It looks good though. Definitely got some good color. This side looks better, so I'm gonna flip it over. Maybe actually we'll just keep that container. So we could either like try and pull it apart, but it's cold, so I think I'm just gonna dice it up into pieces, like how they said to do if you made chicken enchiladas. So first I'm gonna cut it this way, just so it's easier for my knife. Whoa, look at the color, guys. And now we can do slices down this way. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty fatty. But my hope is always when it cooks for that long of time that the fat also renders out really nice. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, Nepales. That's what we were saying, Bonk. Almost the same texture even. Those green beans versus Eden Nepales. That's funny. Wow, the color is so red. It looks fake almost. It looks fake almost. It's so pink. That looks like Capicolo. Sambo's just making gabagool. Okay, now we'll go back along. And so this is gonna get heated up in the pan with the onion and garlic. And the chilies. Bring all those yummy flavors together. I said mixing in some cilantro would probably be good too for the filling. Don't go too small on these pieces either so they don't fall apart. Nice pork chunks. Gearbox man, you lost him? No. No. Whoa, the knife is getting a bit greasy. I can't hang on to it. Do we need to taste a piece of this? I think so. Mmm. I could easily probably pull that apart with my hand. It's so tender.
Are you okay?
Really good. Not too smoky. Nice buttery porky. That'll be awesome with the sauce that we made. Bonk's gamble in half. Can you do that with the command? Did we break it? You just have to say 50%. I think you're right, actually. Okay, this is pretty fatty chunk here. I'm gonna trim some of that out. I see right here too, like the centerpiece. I'm all for fatty bits, but there's also a limit to like the chewiness of it. Especially when it's wrapped inside of a tortilla. You don't want to be getting weird textures that are making you think like, what am I eating right now? Oh yeah, because you can see the rank list. That's right. You guys are overwhelming them. Like, Stream Elements is just working today. We didn't even have it around yesterday. You trying to break it again. We broke it. Wash it up. You can only gamble all or nothing, Bonk. That's your only option. Porco. Get rid of that. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna get a big pan out. Say. In a large saute pan, heat oil on medium-high heat. Add onions, saute for 3 minutes, stirring occasionally. So they don't do any garlic, but we're doing garlic. And then after the onion and garlic, we add our meat and the chilies. Some seasoning if you want more. Saute that, and then we just add in the beans at the end so they don't get too mushed up. Especially if you're using black beans, otherwise it could color everything really dark color. It will make it look weird. And then after that, I'll show you how to assemble. Easy mode. I think we used to have all the options, but we haven't used the gamble command in quite a while. So maybe some of them have got turned off in that time? I don't really know. This. So medium heat will be good. We're just gonna use a little bit of our cooking fat from the jar. Olive oil works too, or anything else that you want. Up to you. Oh, I gotta sneak out the corn too that we're using up for the filling. So that can go in with the beans. So again, corn wasn't part of the recipe, but if you have it, use it. Use it up. You watch the real Shookwan channel where he would give away stuff from the merch store? Oh, for the gambling part? We've never done anything that intense. Some of the giveaways we've done, though, have been pretty fun, I will say. Okay, let that melt. Where's the corny? There it is. And we gotta grate the cheese while we're waiting for this stuff to cook. Okay, there's the corn we're using with the black beans. We can mix that together while we're waiting. Let's see if we got some sizzling action in here yet. A little bit. Perfect. So we'll start with our onion frying up in the pan by itself, just so we don't burn the garlic. Give that all a mix. Get it evenly coated. And spread it back out, and then we'll cook those till they are nice and softened and a little bit golden brown color. We'll add our garlic from there. Maybe we'll do this view while we grate the cheese. We're getting it started. The tasty things are now happening. If you guys have Tex-Mex cheese in the house, obviously that's the best option. I'm gonna use, I think what you guys call Monterey Jack in the States. Something along those lines. We call it marble here in Canada. Pretty creamy, good melting. Really good flavor for this type of dish. Colby Jack. Okay, that's the one. Because the Monterey Jack is more spicy, right? Jack cheese is really popular, Dust, so probably just as popular as this is here then. But yeah, we just call it marble. So it looks like this stone. And come over and stir this up. I can smells it. Spread it back out. Cheddar and Jack cheeses. Mott's is popular. Yeah, Mott's is because of pizza and mozza sticks. It's definitely the cheese that most kids like, right? Mozza and cheddar. It's like Swiss and stuff can be a bit strong. Your palate's not ready for that at that age. Did you see my chef snack of cheese, guys? The little remnants. Okay, I'm just gonna get that cheese into a container. For our assembly station. Nice, Annie. I missed when you said that you're gonna go chat with your dad. I'm glad he's doing well. It's Sunday. It's that day. Okay, onion is almost there for us to add the garlic and the pork. Just starting to turn brown, some of the pieces. Oaxaca cheese. That's one of your favorites, Bonk? I think I can only get that at the Mexican market. I can't get that in a regular store here. Nice, Scooter. How is the puppy doing? Mickey's been keeping us updated on his pupper. It's starting to settle in more. Oh yeah, it's time. Okay. We'll switch this. Nice! Already getting ready for school, hey? You have to. The summers go so quick. And plus then you don't have to think about that at the same time everyone else is. You're already good to go. You can just laugh. I'm gonna do the garlic with the pork at the same time because I want to render some of the fat from these porky bits. Listen to that sizzle. But definitely stir the garlic and onion together really well, just so it doesn't burn. And then we can also say, because the pork was cold when we added it, it's gonna get nice and soft now. Probably turn more into like a pulled pork. A chopped pulled pork. Stir in the enchilada sauce back here as it's cooling off. Just want to show you the texture of it though. Really nice and like silky smooth. I'm intrigued. Oh, the puppy is teething, so yeah, she's chewing up a storm. No! Some puppies like don't care about chewing stuff when they're teething, but other ones will just like destroy everything. Usually shoes. They can even go as far as walls though. I mean, you need a new winter coat. Yours has holes in it? Well, you can't have that. Okay, opening up the wraps. And then we'll need also our baking pan for the enchiladas. That is smelling good now, guys. I chose the fancy garden vegetable flavor wraps instead of whole wheat. Your last two, Scooter, didn't care, but this one is crazy. Yeah, see, chewing the table leg. It's like, what are you doing?
Good luck, have fun.
Taz M50. Hey, I know it's been a while. Been dealing with scoliosis and COPD. Well, welcome back. We got lots of people that pop in and out over the years. I always just say, I'm happy to have you when you are around. And I hope life is okay when you're not here. This is starting to look yum. Scraping up the crispy bits here. I think we're almost done though with the filling. And then it's assembling time. Whoa, it smells different over here. Sam says he needs a couple pieces of the pork. He needs it.
Freeze.
Praying for those in Texas. Yeah, what is even happening with all the hurricanes? The hurricanes and the storms. I am turning this off, guys. So first things first, we'll mix in our chopped green chilies. I'm doing the whole can. We're gonna spice up our life. Bless you, my goodness. I'm not safe here. Send help. And then the next one we'll add in is our corn and black beans. Get him, Mish. I don't know why he's got so much sneezes. Get your pork chunks in there before I mix it. Tell me what it needs. And I'll just mix this up as it's starting to cool down. See if we need a little extra seasoning or flavoring. Insane. He's hitting me. Physical abuse. He's slapping my shoulder.
Needs a little salt.
It needs a little salt. Oh yeah, this is true actually, guys. I forgot to tell you the reason why Sam's been sneezing so much. So we thought we'd go out for a nice Chinese food buffet lunch. When was that? On Friday or Thursday? I think Thursday. One of the days anyways. And they do a homemade chili garlic oil there. And he didn't know about it, so I showed it to him for the shrimp hargao dumplings. The steamed dumplings, because yeah, those are always good with chili garlic oil. So he literally loaded it on to the plate of dumplings and like had 6 sneezes in a row, to the point where like people around you are like looking, is this guy okay? Is he gonna live? And he's not been the same since then. Let's try this. Yeah, just some salt. That's really it. So we're gonna get more of the flavor. We're gonna get more flavor in there. I'm okay. I'm okay without that. I got my fill earlier this week. Bop! See? They're standing up for me. Boop! He's not been the same since. He hasn't, Gaffel. The pork is so nice and soft now that it's heated. And I like making these because it's so quick. Everything is hot going into the wrap, so it doesn't take long to finish in the oven. I think it's supposed to be like 350 Fahrenheit to bake it. I'm going higher because my oven usually bakes cool. And then as well for the beans to go in and roast at the same time. So now we'll come over here and just make our assembly station. Sotiris 9, LOL. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Nice to meet you. Wait, what? We're not... I mean, you could add scrambled eggs, but we're not making breakfast wraps today. These are called enchiladas. You maybe can find a recipe for breakfast enchiladas, though. Okay, well, how do I want to build this up for myself? I'm gonna put the enchilada pan beside. This is gonna go over here. We want the cheese, the sauce with a ladle ready to go. I'm gonna show you what's in front of me on the whole board. And then the filling as well. And then an area to like fill and wrap your tortillas up. These are Dempster's garden vegetable tortilla is what we get here. I picked this up from Costco. Mish, you've been keeping something from us that's very bad. What? What are you doing? I think these will be really yummy for the enchiladas today, Scooter. I'm gonna do it this way so that we can see it all. You're in so trouble right now. Don't make me come over here. Bonk, why did you let me fall for that? Why would you let me fall for that? Okay, that's really hot, the pan. Don't burn yourself. Okay, so we could switch out the pork in the filling for chicken if you guys wanted. That's pretty much it. I think you could also do beef. I just never have. There we go. Oven is heating while we assemble. I don't know if we'll use these all. I think when I made this recipe on Tuesday, I made 8 big enchiladas. So just do it one at a time. And then we are using flour tortilla for this just because they're easier to roll. They're not gonna break as quick as corn, but if you wanted to use corn, you totally could. That's allowed too. You might just have a bit more issues. Do I have a raclette pan since I mentioned it earlier? I do not have a raclette pan. I've only had it with other people. So we're gonna do a little bit, and I'm gonna do it this way because that's the way that I want to roll it. Or you can just do it, I also just kind of drizzled the enchilada sauce around the tortilla. Touch of cheese down. There's gonna be more cheese on top, don't worry. And then just come in with this. Do a line of that. Basically like make a little burrito of sorts. Sans the cheese. Some of the first ones might be smaller as you judge how much filling you have. And then I usually just tuck the ends in. A lot of people will just roll this up like that. But it's nicer if you tuck the end. Roll it like a burrito. Try and keep as much of the sauce and stuff in. And then we just take that and then into the pan with the seam down so that doesn't roll out on you. And so usually we'll fill all this up, keep it tight to one side because you might be able to fill a couple on this one side. And that's the assembly station, guys. It's honestly so dang easy. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like, I always think that it's gonna turn out soggy with all the sauce and stuff that we put, but it actually crisped up underneath and on top, the tortillas. It wasn't soggy at all. I thought that was cool. Because I don't love the texture of soggy flour tortillas at all. That was good. I made it look easy. You don't know why it's hard for you to do. I have made quite a few wraps in my life. That's probably the only reason that I can make it look easier than you. And then we do want to pack these nice and tight together in the pan. Turn that off. You don't need it anymore. A lemon bar. I guess if we sneak a tomato in, that's okay. I was gonna try and save them for the top. Praise you don't get ads. Well, I think if you're not subscribed, you're gonna eventually get an ad that you'll have to watch to support the channel. But I hope that you don't get one while I'm doing something important. You're a Prime member? So maybe you could save it for the next month. Annie gave the recipe for gluten-free lemon bars. Is that the same ones that we made before on stream? I think it is. And they were so good. So good. I need to make them again. 'Cause I got some lemons to use up. And lemon is always so refreshing in the summer too, right? But you guys can also see like how good these enchiladas are to make if you have some meats and like beans and corn and different things to use up in the fridge. If you have wraps to use up even. Put it all in there, throw it in the oven. Like literally throw it. Love to see how a 7-layer cookie is done. I've never seen or heard of a 7-layer cookie. Has anyone in chat ever heard of that? Oh no, I dribbled the sauce down the side of the pot. Will never be the same. Usually it's a 2 enchilada per person portion. Seven-layer cookies are very delicious. I can imagine. Sounds good to me. I'm in. I'm sold. This is where we're at, guys. That's how quick. Couple more to put in there. And we just pour the extra sauce and cheese on top. Good to go. Yeah. Gaffel, I can fit 4 Oreos in my mouth at the same time. How many layers does that count as? Enough. It's enough. What is Mish making go extinct right now? You guys are literally out of control today. I can't keep up. Now you're really hungry? You want to eat 3 enchiladas? Gotta save some for everyone else. We gotta start with 2 and then you could always come back for the 3rd. If there's still room. Okay, I think 2 more. Oh, I might have messed up. I know this wasn't on the recipe, but I did it for the other ones I made this week. Put a little bit of sauce on the bottom of the baking pan, but I already forgot, so we're fully committed to these sticking to the bottom. Let's see what chooses to happen. Nice. Thanks for posting that recipe in Discord. I'll check it out after stream. Still 2 more. Move it over. Pack these first ones up a little tighter. Okay, first layer complete. I will do the last ones for the side. Annie, you're wondering when beef prices are gonna come down? I mean, are we gonna have to wonder for the rest of our life? That's what I've accepted already. Things are just not gonna go back to what we knew as normal. Yeah, are the cows going on a diet? I think I might just make this one really big. The last one, all of the filling. Mucho enchilada. It's gonna get worse? Yeah, if Texas gets, like, nailed by the hurricane. Oh my god. Samuel, can you eat this extra filling? Phew. hope you guys have a Samo too. Thanks for joining the Discord. Yeah, we have over 6.5 years worth of recipes in there from over the years. But if I made one like a spiral, oh, like to try and roll it, you're saying? Iffy Bear, it might be a bit difficult and messy. Because usually if you try to do that with things that aren't like sticky, it'll just kind of push out the edge. You know what I'm trying to say? You'd need like something to add here, like cream cheese for the pinwheel version. Okay, first, before I make any more of a mess here with this sauce pot, wipe that up. And then I'm just gonna switch back to a spoon or a spatula to distribute the rest of this over the tortillas. So you can see we want quite a bit of this sauce left over. Lauren, how's it going? Yeah, we got Laurence in here with us. So start going boop, and then we'll get some of our tomatoes starting to come out. Distribute those a little bit better. You can really sauce it up, don't be scared. It'll like magically cook into the tortillas. I know you can also just buy like a jar or can of enchilada sauce from the store. I've never done that before though. This is also only my second time making enchilada sauce. I'd say it's worth it. So yeah, always good to like have, I'm gonna scoop a little bit over here on this side. The tortillas peeking out a little bit so they can get crispy in the oven. And then to finish, just the last of the cheese. Your downfall is cheesecake, Reese's Pieces. Those are some of my downfalls too. And then we just bake this, guys, until everything is bubbling and melted. And obviously heated through. But the filling was hot while we were making this, so it should not take long at all. Lauren has a pool party she's supposed to be at right now. But you're taking your sweet time because your social battery's a bit low. I hate when that happens. It's like you know you have this thing to go to, and you like try to keep your social battery full all weekend if it happens to be on a Sunday. And then by the time it comes to actually leaving the house, you're like, I really don't want to. I feel you on that. Okay, put this away while we're waiting. What you got? Oh, you're a Coca-Cola man. What do we got on our list? Okay, popsicles while everything is baking. And then we do need just the avocado and the sour cream. Your social battery is low capacity. Yeah, mine is definitely a lot lower. That's the other thing too, I guess we could say. In the summer, when it's hot, it makes you not want to do as much stuff, right? It kind of sucks your energy out of you. You don't want to be like sweaty around people. Yeah, we can just keep going on and on, really. Okay, that feels pretty nice and hot. Sama brings over the mango juice. Let's pop these in the oven. Let's pop them in the oven. I'm gonna put those on the higher up rack, just so we don't burn the bottom, since I forgot to put some sauce. And we'll put the beans in 5 minutes so it can cook all together. It'll be 20 minutes total. Nice, Annie. I got this sour cream. Did you sneeze one more time? He's blessed. He's blessed. Okay. Before we do the popsicles, just make sure that we're ready for our main dish. Sour cream, avocado, cilantro. I might have some lime, fresh as well. That would be really good too. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the pollen has been bad. How did you know? And guys, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break now too. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And then we'll finish all this up. I have returned. Mish, you're still in the corner? Bonk. Shake my head. Okay, we got our cilantro pre-prepped. Shout out to Uber Eats for the sour cream today. Thank you for your services. Stir up our sour cream. That's ready to go. My fave. Nice and thick too. Samo reports that our favorite Italian place has buy one, get one. What is it? Alfredo? Buy one, get one chicken Alfredo today. That might be dinner later, guys. Just might be. Okay, next, we'll get our avocado prepped. And it's nice if you dice it pretty small. If you're gonna serve it with enchiladas. Get a little avo. Oh God. A little avo in each bite. What happened to that one? Oh God. Hi Cookie. How's your Sunday? We're just discovering what happened to this avocado that looked so perfect. I think we can save it. The rest looks okay. It's nice if you dice. Save the seeds, grow more. I don't think this is the avo that we would save the pit from if it already looks like this, unfortunately. Have to get one that looks pretty normal to start with. Because I think something happened with this genetics here. Pick it out. Nobody will know. What is with these avocados these days? I really don't know, Bonk. What is with this? I mean, I kind of understand because I'm having avocado up here in Canada.
$3 a piece?
No. I got 4 avos for $5.50. Okay, that's our 5 minutes. We're gonna put the beans, our garlicky beans, into the oven too. And now we'll set a 10-minute timer. Okay, now I'll go back the other way. How would the peel just come off of the pit like that? Did it get frozen or something? The cartel, so they're moving on from the lime business to the avocado business, Annie? Would not be surprised. I remember when they made a case of limes like $120 or something. It was more than that, Samo. And then our general manager was like, I don't care if anyone asks for limes in their drinks right now. We're not ordering them. We're going limeless, even in the bar. Because it was, yeah, wasn't it like $400 for the case of limes? Because we get the reports from the grocery distributor, right? A monthly report of what's going on in the world, which was always so interesting. I miss those. I remember when they said that the cartel had control over the limes. That's why it was so expensive. Avocado is actually considered a berry with a singular seed. Interesting, I actually didn't know that. It's not a drupe or a stone fruit. Okay, so we're just rolling the lime to get the juice loosened up. It's pretty juicy. Garnishes, good to go. While we are waiting, I'm gonna fold up these tortillas so they don't get dried out in the bag. We are going to bring over. We only have 4 really nice small little of these popsicle molds, so I really don't think this is gonna take long at all. Oh, it's like scalloped kind of in the middle, and I liked these because they had their own popsicle stick built in. So the bottom layer, if you want to make it layered, you always do the bottom is like the heavier layer, but then when you take it out, that's going to be the top. So I'm going to do the yogurt for the bottom layer. Organic vanilla grass-fed yogurt with a little bit of coconut sprinkled in. I think I have coconut flakes still. Oh shit, Sambo's rolling the AC down the hallway. I thought we'd do a coconut yogurt for the base to go with our tropical style fruits. Hi, Crimson. Are lemons cheaper than limes in Canada? Sometimes. It really depends on the week. What did I see for prices this week? You could get 4 lemons for $3, or limes were 89 cents a piece. Okay, so we are going to, I'm just literally going to pour in the small amount of yogurt. And like, you'll have to let this first layer set up on its own before you pour anything else in. Unless you don't care if they get swirled up. Because then you'll have the juice mixing in with the fruit and the yogurt, which might look cool. I was like, where did I put my lid? You can get organic lemons for $2 a pound. Holy shit. Eggplant is also a berry. We're just blowing everyone's mind right now. Okay. Little bit of coconut in. I might just use the back of this spoon to stir it up. I did see the 100-pound part. See if we come closer. Okay, now, because we don't want to like disturb the layer too much. Stir it up. Nice. Actually worked so good. Go, go, go. If you guys heard that sound, I'm now taking guesses as to what that was. I don't think we've ever heard that sound on stream together before. That one's really full with yogurt. We're not gonna be able to put as much juice in. Halle Berry's a berry? What the heck? We're coming in with some peaches. So we're gonna dice these up into small little chunks. Drop that in, and then we're just gonna top it with some of this mango orange juice. And that's a popsicle, guys. And then on the link for the recipes that I found, they give 4 other variations from what we made. Lots with berries. What the heck? The sounds coming from over there are hilarious. Cookie, good guess. Whoa. Literally right on. Should we do 3? 3 peaches diced up? Load it up. Thinking about the idea of me heading to the Stampede? I would never. I don't love being around groups of people like that anymore. I got my fill of it when I was younger. But I'm very much just like to stick to myself and the people that I know. I'm also like not a cow girl. Like it's definitely more for like the farmers and cowboys and cowgirls that live around the area. Don't get me wrong, I definitely grew up around those type of people. But yeah, the Stampede just not really for me. And that's okay. I know some people literally wait all year for it. You cheated, Cookie? You set up one today, so then you know the sound. Okay, dropping in the peaches. This will keep you cold on a hot day, for sure it will. Nice, that was good guesstimation on those. Kind of push that down. This is so easy to make. The worst part is that they're even gonna be easier to eat. And then you have to wait another whole day before you can have more. Maybe we'll end up getting more popsicle molds. I'll laugh. Holy, he really turned down the lights in here. Okay, now to top it, give this a good shake. Too many people is a COVID outbreak? Well, you never really know what could happen. You watched them walk around the Stampede yesterday. It was fun. Well, there you go. Someone else is already doing it. Gotta leave room for the little popsicle stick part too. Then you just stick that in, go through the fruits, and then it closes up.
Side by side.
Okay. That's it, guys.
Hey, look at that.
And then you gently put them somewhere in the freezer. Oh! Don't squeeze the juice container like I did. There might be peach juice in the cilantro. Ah! They are silicone. Yeah, we actually got them from Nespresso. Sambo picked them up. They were a free little gift with purchase. Okay, timer is going off. Look at all this orange stuff. Let's finish this up first. Obviously, we're not going to see any of this popsicle today on stream. But if you're in Discord, you will see a photo tomorrow. Will this fit in the door? That's pretty dang perfect. That doesn't fit there though. Okay, move this up. Popsicles in. Be careful as you close and open things. Okay. First things first, we're checking on the beans that we're roasting. And if I smell the garlic, usually that means they're really close to being done. Oh, it's getting pretty good and garlicky. Yeah, open the door slowly, Samo. When you go into the freezer, I'm gonna take out that one piece to try.
What's happening?
When you go in the freezer to get your pop, you're not gonna open the door too quickly.
Not gonna open the door too quickly.
Yes.
Correct.
That's it.
We put the air conditioner on something that's not dairy.
Probably a Cambro. Okay, let's see how this is cooked. I don't know if you guys could hear that little bit of crunch, the juicy bean, but that's pretty much there. So as long as the enchiladas are bubbling and looking good, we're good to plate, my people. Wipe up the rest of my mango juice that I spilled everywhere. My bad. Just starting to bubble. Okay, perfect. Let's get our plating area ready to go then. I don't know what that was. That sound. Someone's breaking in. Guys. Someone's breaking in. I know, not actually. I just don't even know what the noise was. Guys, Sam was ready to fight someone at the front door when I said that.
I'll fudge him up. Don't even try me.
Don't even try him, okay? Those are his enchiladas, not yours. I want to hear it. Okay, ready? We're ready for the enchilada reveal. That's a quick and easy Sunday for sure. It's only $2.15.
Enchiladas and race weekend? I can't ask for more. Fuck yeah. Yep.
Lauren says 10 out of 10. Annie says, living the dream. You guys are right. You guys are right.
And then I go back
Okay,
to work.
beans look the same as they did when I showed you them. And then it's back to work, Samo?
Yep.
It is. It's true. I'll take a photo of this right now. Boom. Video time. We need a spatula. I think the other one is better, just for the length of them. Thank you. I don't know, man. They look so good. You guys want to eat them? Okay, let's get into it. I try to not always take the first one from the side, but that might be the easiest thing. I don't know. Maybe even from this side might work best. And crispy cheese. We'll have to use a pot holder because the pan is rocking hot still, guys. How much of a pain is this gonna be to clean? That's what we're asking ourselves. Are you a double enchilada man?
Oh, 100%.
It was a trick question, guys. Key to this is getting it pre-loosened, especially if you think the tortilla's stuck, which I'm pretty sure these ones did. You're gonna what? He might even go for 3, and then we just go straight underneath, and it's gonna be a 1 scoop scenario. Are we ready for this? I think I got it at a good point. Just gonna go right for the lift. I just don't want them to fall off of the spatula. Okay, that was pretty successful. That was a pretty successful scoop. You can see where it stuck a bit. But all in all, I'm quite impressed with how those came out of the pan. Even with us forgetting to put a little bit of a barrier on the bottom. Kind of like how you do lasagna as well. Fix the pan for Michael's photo. Oh gosh. I don't know what to do. Okay, next one. Maybe I'll do this one on the side. Ah! I just start screaming. Hi, welcome. When it gets really hot, you can't think as good. See, that's what I don't want to happen. It falls on the side. The crispy tortilla bit. Okay, let me try and get one more on here. Those tortillas are yummy with the filling. That was a good scoop. Perfectly messy. Okay, before we garnish those, we'll sneak our beans onto the plate. This is looking like some pretty proper Mexican food. Garlicky beans, because if you call them garlicky, you better see it. You better be seeing it. You shouldn't be wondering where all the garlic is. It is one of the best flavors with the beans, for sure. Alright. Now, for our final form. Nice, Bonk. Yep, always need that too. The garlic command. So first things first, for the enchiladas, we'll go with our dollop of sour cream. Probably just in the middle of both of them. And this kind of mixes with our sauce, right? Cools down the palate a bit if you made them pretty spicy. Next, I think will be good to do the avocado. Get that scooped on top. This one's a bit messy. I'm gonna try to not make it too messy. But it's already falling apart. This might be one of those wherever it falls, let it sort of things. Usually I try to spread it out. I think it'll still end up looking good. But yeah, avocados have been a bit weird lately, like texture-wise. Get Samos. And then just some lime and some cilantro. Finish off all of the Mexican flavors. I'm gonna do quite a bit of the cilantro. It'll really bring the whole dish together. And then rinse off your fingers with the lime juice. Squeeze it right over them. Guys, this looks good. The lime will even be good with the beans. Alright, one more photo for me. Michael, do you need the pan of enchiladas for the photo? Let me know. That's the mega one. Man, that turned out. Either or, really. They basically both made them the same. You wanna... Where do you usually eat? On this side or the other side? Do this. You got one of the hand and enchiladas? Okay, sounds good then. That's all we need. And yes, it's really dark in here because Sam closed all the blinds. I gotta turn this up a bit. Blind myself. Holy! Look at that cheese pull! Okay. We gotta get into it. Spread out the goodness. We want like a center cut piece. Annie, $300 seems like not much money for the East Coast trip. Fine, I'll make it more then. Basically, it's just a big, delicious mess. All of the things we prepared, but with cheese and sour cream and avocado. I don't know if I've ever had corn in the enchiladas though, so that's new. That's beard cheese now. Mmm. That sauce is so good, hey? That's delicious. With this smoked pork, it's not even too smoky. Not dry at all. You could also just do rotisserie chicken if you wanted to do easy version. Any $500 seems like the proper target. Okay, I'll switch it. Thanks, Mish. Thanks, Annie. We're already 7% of the way there. Samo just says yum over there. I really like the flavor of these garden veggie tortillas, too. Better option than the whole wheat ones. It has some similar flavorings to what? Like tacos, tamales. Can she contain herself? Don't make her do math. Come on. Thanks, guys. I really like the green chilies. It didn't make it too spicy at all. Just added that little something. Samo ate all of his beans with his enchilada. Was that good? Yum. What a good summertime meal. Just started to get hot from the oven being on, but look, we're done. We're done. They're so good, Scoots. If you guys like Tex-Mex food, make this for yourself. And they pack up for lunch the next day really well. A good reheat item. Almost like fajita-esque. We have chaos and order. We have everything here. I'm so dang happy that I made this today. That is everything I needed. Samo's getting some of the mango juice on this side. See how that washes it down. It's not even cold, silly. And yeah, I get kind of weird when the tortillas get soggy. But something about when it's flavored like this, it's so good. Like the crispy, chewy texture. Mish. Okay, Dusty. Have a good night at work. Don't work too hard. And yeah, if you didn't hear, we won't be around in the kitchen next weekend on stream. We'll be out gallivanting in a province over where we used to live.
Or a state under.
No, I gotta get, I think I gotta get the passport changed for my name for when we go in October. Because they're up next year anyways, I believe, so I thought it might be smart for us to just get them done and over with. For what, another 10 years? Yum, look at that stretch, the cheese. Don't dilly-dally. I know, I have the passport out on the desk so that it's in front of my face so that I do that. This is everything I needed. You might want to get that corrected. We've snuck over the border before with just the marriage certificate. But I mean, that was the first year we got married. A little more lenient. Then 4 years down the road, I would assume. Also just goes to show, haven't really left the country in that long.
No, you went with the wrong thing to San Diego.
I made it to San Diego. That's true, actually, guys. I mean, I made it to San Diego to TwitchCon without changing the name on the passport. So maybe they don't care as much. And now some F1.
Look at this shit.
We actually caught up.
Whoa.
He died.
Look at this shit.
He's dying. What happened? But yeah, we caught up to Silverstone. We were just starting before stream today. I didn't have that happen. A little bit dewy, but dang. That's why he set up the aircon. The guys are just dying, and I'm like, I'm fine. It is kind of gross. It's true. It took me a bit to get used to it.
What?
Being around a sweaty human all the time.
Oh.
Like, if you're not a sweaty human, it's like, whoa! You're pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
Okay, so no reveal on the popsicles. Remember, we're being careful when we open up the freezer. We almost just lost the whole load. Mish, I don't find you gross at all. He knows I don't find him gross. Screenshots posted. Thank you, Michael. Okay, where are we going? Where am I dropping you guys? I'm nice when I scold. I think I'd be a good mom. Maybe a bit too passive-aggressive? I don't know. Excuse me. Belch of approval for the chef. What we got? Where are we going? That was so good for lunch. I'm excited to crush the rest of this. And yes, it is gonna get sweaty, I'm pretty sure. This guy's doing a craft beer review. It looks good. Bentorious. We're gonna go see that because I like the quality of how the stream looks. Bentorious. Sunday Cheers craft beer review. I'm in. Sam's literally starting F1 right now before we've even ended. Sounds cool. I know, I'm just bugging you. Okay, it says it's intended for mature audiences just because there is alcohol being consumed. I'm sure that's really it, but we don't know. First time going over there. Let's all head over there together. It's safer that way. Okay, so reminder, we will be leaving for our road trip on Wednesday morning this week coming up, and we won't be home until the following Monday. But there will be a few, I think, IRL streams in between. Show you guys some of our favorite places that we like to go traveling in the summer. So stay tuned for that. And Kit, thank you. Thank you coming in with the 6 months in a row. We're finishing up our weekend here. Welcome back to the kitchen crew. Thanks for all the bits, guys, for our new goal. The subbies, resubs, gifted subs. Annie, thank you. What are you? We don't know what we are. Let's go see how this new stream is. And if you want to make anything that we made this weekend, go check out our Discord channel. That's where all the recipes are. Okay, pressing this button. Love y'all. Have a good week. If you're also traveling, be safe out there. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.